Welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to be installing this split charge relay. So this is from Amazon, and what it is basically a switch that means the vehicle battery can charge the leisure battery when the voltage gets up high, basically. I'll show you all the fitting and stuff, but what you do is you connect a wire to the vehicle battery, a wire to the leisure battery, and then the earthing points, and that's pretty much it. It comes as a kit with all the terminal connectors and stuff. We've already got them on, all your connections and stuff. I'll link this in the description. It was only 50 or 60 pounds, I think, so pretty cheap, but they're all basically the same. And yeah, you can see inside you've got BAT, which is your leisure battery, ENG for engine, meaning your vehicle battery. Apparently this cable is obsolete unless you want your leisure battery to charge your vehicle battery, so that's just going to be left. I'll just tape that up, and that coming from there just goes to your earth, and that goes to your earth. I'll put a wiring diagram that comes with the Amazon listing on screen now. And yeah, so let's get this fitted, and that's the electrics all done. So I just filmed that whole intro, then went and started fitting the new kit, and it was faulty. So I've had to send that one back, and I've bought a different one. It was like a tenner more, I think. I don't know if the other one that I got had maybe been returned, because it was like, it's got this plate thing on the front, and it was like all scratched as if it had been used. It didn't look brand new, so it could have been a faulty one that had been returned, that they'd sent out again. But yeah, we've got the new one now. I think it's a slightly better kit. Like, it comes with proper instructions and stuff. Like, I pretty much knew what needed doing anyway, but this literally comes with instructions. It even gives you little bits like a where is it? Gives you a little drill bit to drill through, like the back plate and stuff. So yeah, it's just a little bit better of a kit. It's got loads of sticky pads and got better. It's better because it's got fuses as well. The other one, although it doesn't technically need fuses, it's just better to have them, isn't it? So right, it's been absolutely hammering it down most of the day, so I've not been able to get anything done. So this has just arrived. I was planning on cleaning the seats, because all it needs doing now is clean the seats, obviously let them dry. I'm waiting for a carpet to come for the cab. Then I've got a seat cover ready to go on, but obviously I need to clean the seats and let them dry first before obviously putting that on and trapping any moisture. So yeah, it's still a little bit, it's not raining outside, but the ground's all wet and stuff, so I don't really fancy doing this out there. So I'm going to assemble this in here. I'm just going to scrap all the video I had, because that was obviously yesterday and it didn't work. So I'll quickly show you what needs doing. This one's slightly different. So this has got start battery and second battery. It's the same idea as the other one. The other one was engine battery and I think it was engine and just BAT. So start battery is the van's battery, and we're going to basically connect a cable to there, which will go into a fuse. From the fuse, it'll then go to the engine, to the engine battery, the van battery, and again the second battery into another fuse, and that'll go into the leisure battery. And then this is like an earth, so that'll go into an earthing point that I've drilled already and put a bolt through. I basically just cleaned a bit of the paintwork off. This one has got a diagram, so I will show you that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, and then that cable goes from the leisure battery to that same earthing point that I've made. And the van battery's already got an earthing point on for the negative. So yeah, I'll show you this diagram quickly. Yeah, as you can see, house battery is leisure battery, start battery is the van battery. You can ignore these are the bits we've already fitted. That's the alternator that charges the van battery. And yeah, that bit is basically this bit. It's nice and easy. Positive to the leisure battery to the second battery part, positive from the van battery to the start battery part, and then that's basically like your ground earth part that it all connects to. So from each two batteries and the split charge relay, or this one's called a smart battery isolator, basically the same thing. They all go to that ground earth point and connect it all together. It's fairly straightforward. I'm just going to time lapse this because these ones didn't come with the connectors on. It's just the cable and then a whole bunch of these connectors, so it's going to take me a little while, so I'll not video this. I'll just put this on a time lapse, and then once I'm ready I'll go and get it fitted on the van. Everything's basically ready to go. I've drilled all the holes through the cab floor. I'll again show you that from yesterday as part of this video. But everything's ready to go. So once these are all connected, it's not supposed to rain again. So hopefully we'll get this fitted, and then possibly, probably not, but I might get the cab finished, finish cleaning the cab. I've got some dressing and stuff to do on the plastics, the turtle wax, graphene stuff again. So I hope maybe I'll get that done, and then tomorrow I can get them seats cleaned and hopefully it'll be dry so I can leave the doors open and obviously get it dry, get the seat cover fitted, and we're done. Ready to make the final reveal and tour video. Right, so let's get cracking with this. So I've made all the connections. You've got the two connections into the back. You've got start battery on the left. And then this connects to a fuse which is housed in there. And then that'll get a connection on the end which will go to the van battery. Positive out here, again to a fuse, and then this goes to this longer cable. You want the longer cable to be leisure battery side, you want the shorter cable to be van battery side. You want this to be closer in terms of cable length, closer to the van battery or the vehicle battery. My leisure battery's pretty close anyway, so I may well trim this, but I might not, because it's not that long, it's not silly long. Again, that'll get a connector added to the end. And then this just needs connectors put on, and that will be the earth point. Let's go out now, it's stopped raining, and get this all fitted up. Right, so we started fitting this yesterday, but obviously the item was faulty. Basically drilled through there, which comes out under there for the cables to go through. We've rubbed away the paint on there to make an earthing point. And then pretty crude hole through there, but it's going to be pretty much hidden. And that's the like front plate of that. That way, sorry. And that goes on to hide the battery. So yeah, it's all basically ready to fit. Just all needs put together, so let's get to it. The cables from yesterday's kit weren't as heavy as these, so these are larger, so I'm just drilling an extra hole rather than really shoving the cables into one. And I've just softened the edges of the steel so that obviously if there's any movement in the van, the cables don't rub and put holes through. So that's earthed now through this cable. Ah, oh, rookie error. Rookie error. Didn't feed it through that. Let's feed it through that instead. Second time looking. Right. So this earth comes up here. That connects to the leisure battery. The vehicle battery here goes to an earthing point just there. So that's earthed. This earth goes down through the van body under the cab floor, comes out here and is earthed again in at that earthing point. Then we've got positive coming out here to connect to the positive, and then this longer piece goes up across to the leisure battery and connects into there, and that's it done. Nice and easy really. multimeter to make sure that I'm getting the battery voltage readout when touching this connector, just to make sure that this has got a proper connection, because the kit comes with these and it's obviously designed to put on your battery terminal and then attach like onto there, and then you just wing nut it on. But this has a lot of fuses built into like the battery terminal, so I've had to add it to the bolt and just tighten the nut up against it. Not ideal, but perfectly working and perfectly tight, and that's well on there. I've just replaced, there was a square little washer, and I'm basically just using that as a washer. Tighten it all up, and it's got a proper connection, so yeah. So I'm just taking a voltage reading here. Positive, negative, and that's, sorry, can't really see that, 14.3. That cuts on 13.3, so as you can see from the red LED, that is on and working. So we're all good. And as you can see from there, it's got a reading of 14.3, which means the solar charge controller is picking up the additional voltage that's going in the leisure battery, so we are all working. The one I fitted yesterday that was faulty, the voltage just stayed at, I believe it was 13. It's going down. May well have cut out just because it's just sat idling. And yeah, we've also got the solar panel to turn on. We turn the solar on, and yeah, basically the charge controller is stopping the power coming in there. It's leaving it at 13.4 volts. The solar panel is turned on, but the charge controller is stopping any power coming in, both from the split charge relay and from the solar, because in layman's terms, the charge controller is telling the power sources that the battery's full. So if I turn the solar panel off without dropping it, this should stay at 13.4, which it does. And then when I turn this on, it'll probably shoot up before the charge controller realizes that it's got enough voltage. Now, because it's got power coming in from the engine battery, it's holding it steady anyway and stopping any more voltage coming in. So yeah, that is all working, and we are ready to put the cab back together. So I've just turned the engine off, and that's gone down to 13.1, and you can see the battery meter is now flashing, which means there's solar charging it. So if I turn that off, its battery stopped flashing, so it's charging. Turn that back on, flashing, so it's charging, but it's bringing hardly any power in, just because the battery's well up anyway.
As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.